It's live. So let's go live on. Let's get Facebook together. Hey YouTube, give me a second. They probably like every time she go live, she gotta be trying to get Facebook together. Sorry. Hold on, let me put some music on. What I had to do last time.
The tights on? Can I try the tights on?
$99.
99?
Yes.
I only have 3.
Plus tax on that.
Oh. Oh, I don't have that type of money.
Hey YouTube. We're going live on Facebook. We just went live on Facebook. So, as y'all can tell from the title, we are doing a live. And if you didn't know, Mercury Retrograde is here. And Mercury Retrograde always causes trouble. If you know anything about it, it always causes trouble. What kind of trouble could be happening right now around the world? First, I'm going to say communication issues. So make sure that you are clear when you are communicating, clear when you are trying to say what you need to say. Make sure you are also being patient when it comes to communicating, because some people might be very agitated right now. A lot of people are going through a lot of different things right now in their lives, so a lot of people could be snappy. So don't sit in your emotions in this time right now. Just take it for what it is. Let it ride. Let it flow. Okay. What else? Car issues could be happening right now in Mercury retrograde, like accidents. Me and my wife, we was just driving down the road and we seen a crunched up car flipped over, a truck in the ditch. I don't know what the hell was going on there. I don't even know how that wreck or whatever that was happened. So make sure you are very cautious when you are driving on the road. Make sure that you are driving for the ones around you as well. If you live in the city, you know exactly what I mean, because I live in Houston, Texas, and baby, you got to pay attention for yourself and for the people that's driving around you. Okay. Um, Another thing, what else could be going on right now? Oh, a big thing that I noticed is going on during this time. God is coming to take his hard hitters. A lot of people are losing people that are close to them. This can be close friends, close family members, and things like that. But these are not just ordinary people that are leaving. These people that have left or that are leaving during Mercury retrograde, the beginning of Mercury retrograde, in between the ending of Mercury retrograde. If these people are leaving, these people are people that aren't afraid to be themselves, people that spoke their truth, you know what I'm saying? They told you how they felt regardless of how you was going to take it. You know, these are people that were strong protectors in their environment. So It's like spirit has pulled away their heavy hitters during this time. So if you have lost someone that's close to you that fits those things that I just named, then light a candle for them. Light a white candle for them, okay? Because what you have just gained an ancestor in your spiritual realm. You have just gained somebody that's gonna protect you on the other side, the side that you can't see. Okay, so that is a celebration. That's a blessing in itself. So light a white candle for them, okay? Um, dang. So me, I lit a white candle for my uncle that passed. Let me get the candle because I wanted to explain candles. Okay, so like I was saying about hard hitters and things like that, people that wasn't afraid to live their life to the fullest. So one of my uncles just passed, and I lit a white candle the day before. When I first heard that, things were just going down here for him, I said, let me just light this white candle that I've been having sitting over here for a while now. So I lit the candle, and I didn't dress it up or anything. I just lit it. Prayed over it for my uncle to have a easy transition over to the spiritual realm. Now, as you see, this candle is dark. It's black soot all the way until the end. The end, it actually starts to clear out. So this is like resistance, you know what I'm saying? Releasing of the burdens that he possibly was holding on to when he passed. So all this dark suit was the release. Once it started to clear and turn white, this was the higher power, the spiritual realm, actually accepting my prayer of him being eased into the spiritual realm, him actually being able to swiftly move and be peaceful in that realm. That's why it went from the dark unto the light. Okay, so this person probably could have lived a heavy life. I'm not going to say a dark life, but they probably have done a lot of things in their lives. So it's probably going to be a little rocky for them when they are trying to cross over. So light a white candle for these people, okay? Especially if they were like a heavy hitter in your life, like I said, a heavy protector. Okay, so that's what I needed a pen. That's what I actually had got up for. Um, but what I can do, I'm gonna just write them on my phone. Okay, during this time for Mercury retrograde as well, there might be some people coming back from your past. This can be high school, college, past friends, past relationships. Just people from the past might be trying to come up in this time and try to rekindle something. They might see that you on your shit. They might see that you shining. You know what I'm saying? You pushing through. That you looking real successful. That you got you. You know what I'm saying? You looking good. You got yourself together, and all these types of things. And these people are wanting to reconnect. Y'all see my face? For what? You know what I'm saying? I had a couple people try to come in my space, and I had to get on their ass because I'm like, first of all, I feel like you're being disrespectful because you can clearly see that I'm married. You can clearly see that I have a family. You can clearly fucking see that. Which means that you are clearly being disrespectful, but you just trying to want to talk to me, and I don't want to talk to you. For what? And then I go on these people page and they look a mess. They look a mess. Like, uh, no, no. So y'all don't rekindle these none of that that's trying to come back and be in your vicinity. Don't try to rekindle none of that during Mercury retrograde. You just need to remember what happened back then and know that it's not even worth your time right now. And some of those connections, I don't even remember what happened. Because they really didn't even matter like that. I'm like, what? Like, you weren't even important to me, but whatever. Um, if y'all see me typing on the phone, I'm typing down numbers that I'm being channeled to talk to y'all about at the end of the reading. Um, so we talked about people crossing over. We talked about the communication. We talked about having patience. Um, some people might need to go get checkups, like go to the doctor, go to the dentist, get you some checkups. Some people might need mental checkups. Some people might be finding out that they are pregnant as well during this season because probably like two readings ago, I was talking about how February is a very fertile season. If you have noticed as well, a lot of angels, a lot of ancestors are gaining their wings in February as well. A lot of people are leaving the earth in February, and a lot of people are getting pregnant in February. So don't take it to heart. Don't be so hard on yourself if you have lost someone so close to you, because somebody is going to bring in that person. Is going to reincarnate, you know, in Scorpio season. Okay. So what else? I also feel like some people are going to receive some news that they've been wanting to receive, but they didn't really know if they was going to receive this news. But you wanted to receive the news, but you didn't know if you was going to receive it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to come at a divine time as well. Like you probably then gave up on this situation or gave up on this thing, and then you go receive exactly what you need to receive right when you need to receive it. You'll be like, oh, okay, okay. Some people have been craving like a good home cooked meal. Make it. Whatever it is that you have been craving, make it. It'll taste way better because you know what I'm saying, you was really craving it from the soul and you really putting your heart into it because you want to taste a certain way. So just make it. I'm hearing somebody wants some gravy. I'm hearing like cheesecake, chocolate cravings. I also feel like a lot of people are, I'm not gonna say a lot of people, I'm gonna say people with Aquarius placements, people with fixed signs. Y'all have been receiving money. Like money have been coming to you. Money has been flowing to you. And I'm gonna say, if you want the money to continue to flow to you, you can use cinnamon in your daily life. You can get a cinnamon stick. You can carry that thing in your wallet. You can carry that thing in your pocket. You can blow cinnamon inside of your front door. I usually do blow cinnamon into my home at the beginning of the month, and actually we have 2 more days in this month. So this is the weekend for you to get you some cinnamon and blow it in your front door to bring in abundance and money flowing into you and prosperity flowing into your home. Another thing that I know I need to do is to clean the front door. Like literally wipe down the front door. That is like protecting your home as well from any negative energies, any dirty things that might be stuck on the door that might be trying to come in from the outside. So that's something else that I have to do on my list as well. Um, Let me drink some water. I also feel like some people might find out that people been chatting it up about you. You popular. You popular and don't even know how popular you are. Somebody gonna find out this weekend that you are very popular. Okay, and what I mean by that is people got your name in their mouth. Like, what? You ain't even gotta be in the room, but you low key in the room. You know, like people is just, and it's not necessarily a negative thing. People just love your energy. People just love what you bring into the room. So it's like when you are missing, is felt. It's, you know what I'm saying, it's definitely felt. And you go basically like receive your flowers for being you. Angels and ancestors, what do we need to know? I shuffled these cards and then I was like, my angels and ancestors kind of was like, girl, you being disrespectful because you didn't even pray for us to cover you or anything. So that's why I just let the cards drop and I stopped and paused and was like, sorry. So pause. Angels and ancestors, I ask that you come to this room with me today. I ask that you protect me from any negativity that might be trying to come my way. I ask that you use my body as a clear vessel to relay these messages clearly to whoever may need them. Amen and ashe. Okay, let's go. So I'm gonna just take the card that fell out of the deck before I try to get beside myself, and it says learn from spiritual experiences. Learn from spiritual experiences. And I usually don't use the books, but today when I was getting all the decks out, I was called to put two different books on the side because I wanted to be very clear when I gave these messages from these different decks. And this is the Angel and Ancestor deck. So I want to be very clear when I spoke from the Angel and Ancestor deck today. So this card says, great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. So we're going to read what it says in here. And it's a white bird on this card, a big white bird. So I don't know, some people might be seeing white birds this week and not just an ordinary bird. Doves, like what's those birds called that bring forth like bird new beginnings, those type of birds too. People just might be seeing big white birds. You might also be running to somebody that remind you of the Jesus that you know. This Jesus might have skin like me. This Jesus might have light skin. Whatever Jesus that it is that you believe in, you might run into somebody that have that hair that's flowing down. You know what I'm saying? That long wavy hair. They could probably have locks that's waved up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it could be, but you might run into somebody that might give you a divine message that you need. But this card, great teacher, it says, know that what is happening around you is divinely inspired. Learn from your current experiences, then share them with others. This card can represent a teacher in your life or the great teacher within. Either way, it shows you that you have dedicated a lot of time, effort, and energy to understanding yourself and the world. You are having spiritual experiences at this time and gaining greater awareness of what you need to do in order to grow. So, this is a card of self realization, I would say, because it's talking about you going through different experiences and you know realizing what you need to do in order for you to grow. So this can be you realizing that you have been where you've been holding yourself back in certain areas in your life. You realizing where you need to push forward more in certain areas in your life. You realizing that you need to change certain things in certain areas in your life. Whatever it is, you can also be realizing that I've already been through something like this already in my past, and I did this back then and got through it. And now that I'm at like I have a better mindset. Now I know that I can conquer this thing even better than I did before. You know, something like that. Okay. Any other cards out of the Angel and Ancestor deck? Somebody might be calling your name. Like I said, your name has been talked about. Somebody might yeah, somebody might call you and out of surprise. You might be like, what the fuck? What they done calling me? You might be really, really surprised that you're getting this phone call from this person, but they're gonna be bringing you good news, whatever this is. Some people, the bottom of your feet might be itching, or your palms of your hands or something might be itching. Look that up. What does it mean when the bottom of my feet is itching spiritually? What does it mean when the palm of my hands is itching spiritually? Um, so the cards that came out of the Angel Ancestor deck, it says surround yourself with protective energy. And how can you do that? You can speak over yourself. You can say positive affirmations, protective affirmations. How can you protect your home? I've been like making a little post on my business page about this. You could put salt outside your front door, like on the lining of your front door. You can use pink Himalayan salt, black salt. If you have like wood, you can use like wood scrapings and line your home up with that. You can put black stones on the top of your door. You can put cellulite outside your front door. You can put cactus outside your front door, ivory outside your front door. Um, Rosemary outside your front door, different types of plants outside your front door that can protect your home and different things like that. But yeah, I don't know who need to hear that or who can use some of those tips. But yeah, that could help y'all. Um, the second card that came out says see your seeds grow. So I don't know, some people might be seeing flowers that look like this, blue bunny flowers, purple flowers. You might literally be seeing brown rabbits popping up. You might start seeing brown rabbits popping up on the side of the road and things like that. And rabbits symbolize fertility, symbolize abundance, symbolize new beginnings, transformations, and things like that. And this card says, see your seeds grow. So you could have started something, I'm going to say back in September, because we in Mercury retrograde. We're in February. People getting pregnant right now, which will be having kids in September, November, Scorpio season. So yeah, I'm gonna say you probably planted some seeds back in September, November, 2025, and now you are starting to see that these things are coming into fruition. You are starting to see that these things are growing, that these things are starting to move now that you started back then. You've been you've been doing the work. So you're like, man. I'm starting to see more clientele. I'm starting to see more uh what is it when people are looking at you? What is it? Um Maybe it would help me. What's the word?
What you talking about?
When people are noticing you more, what's the word for that?
Paparazzi.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna use that. You starting to get paparazzi, and I'm gonna say that as well because the other day I was recording my kids. It was like no paparazzi, no paparazzi, and that was so funny. But low key, like I said earlier, you might be finding out that you low key famous. You know what I'm saying? People were really talking about you in a good way. So things are really growing for you, but you will find that out during this Mercury retrograde as well. The next card that came out says trust in higher forces. Trust in the unknown. Trust in the unknown. Like I said, unknown things are happening, unexpected things are happening. Blessings might be falling into people's laps. You never know what can happen for you and what time it might happen, okay? But Spirit is saying trust in the higher forces, trust that we got your back. And why am I saying Spirit saying trust that we got your back? Because first of all, it's all these feathers here. So people in the collective, you could possibly be finding feathers. And I was sitting on the couch earlier and I noticed that there was a feather on the floor, stuck on the rug. And I'm like, where did that feather come from? But yeah, you might be seeing feathers pop up out of nowhere. And these feathers are probably coming from your angels and your ancestors, okay? Them telling you that you are not alone. Them letting you know that we are here. Some of y'all might be hearing owls, might be seeing owls. Some of y'all might have Indian in your blood. Like, I mean, like full blood Indian. And literally your family might be a little cuckoo, a little crazy, because I know that we have Indian blood in my family, and my family, they be ready to pop off. I ain't gonna lie, they be ready to protect some shit that's theirs, okay? And that's that Indian energy. They ready to protect what's theirs, okay, at any cost. So some people might be seeing an ancient clock, or y'all might have an ancient clock or something like this. Some people might be trying to visit an antique store. You might be wanting to pick up a little antique things. I was in Hobby Lobby earlier, and it was a couple talking about how they wanted to get an antique doorknob for this little project or something like that was making. But antique something. Somebody might be wanting an antique radio or something like that, an antique bike. I don't know. Um, antique chair. I don't know. The last card that came out of Angel Ancestor deck says, "Take care of your needs. Take care of your needs. What do you need to do for you? What do you need to do for you? Do you need to drink more water? Do you need to work out more? Do you need to eat healthier? Do you need to walk? Do you need to pray more? Do you need to buy yourself some more clothes? Do you need to rest? What do you need to do for yourself? Take care of your needs is what the last Angel Ancestor deck card said, was take care of your needs. And then it's a wolf on this card. So I'm gonna say you might be the head or the leader of the pack in your environment, and if you are the leader of your pack, you definitely need to take care of your needs, because if you drop, then everything else is going to drop. So make sure you're doing what you need to do for yourself. I also feel like taking care of your needs can be doing things that make you happy. It could be creating different things. If you like to paint, you could just paint. If you like to color, then color. If you like to create different things, then do that. If you like to make music, do that. But I feel like you need to do something that makes you happy, something that brings joy to you. What's going on with this deck? What do we need to know out of this deck? Any messages for the collective out of this deck? Discard dark. You are spiritually connected to those you love. And I said this card is dark, and on this card there is a dragon. So I don't know, some people might have, uh, they might be into dragons. They might have a snake tattoo, might have a snake, might have a bearded dragon, might have some type of lizard. There's also a rabbit on this card. Um, there's a tree, and in the middle of this tree, there's like a lock, like a opening where you can stick a lock inside the tree, like open it up, like the tree of life type shit. Um, and then it's like the tree is holding a wand. A tree is holding a wand, so it's like the tree of life. You have the key to the tree of life, so you can open up the tree of life, being connected as one, because it says you are spiritually connected to those you love. Okay. And with this as well, I'm gonna say you're spiritually connected to those you love. So, example. Well, I was just talking about family. So you can possibly be thinking about somebody that you love. Okay, and this person can contact you. This person can contact you, and you be like, "Dang, I was just thinking about you." You know what I'm saying? Or this person can call you, and you could be having a conversation with this person, and both of y'all have been doing the same exact thing, and you be like, "Oh my God, we in two different places on earth, but we are actually spiritually connected because we doing the same thing at the same time, low key." Okay, that type of spiritually connection. And also, some people can be spiritually connected as far as, because this is something that has been happening too. You could be dreaming about a person, and this person can literally show up in your reality or show up in someone else's reality that's close to you. Spiritually connected in that way as well. Crazy, but real. Um, and another thing, I had seen Tabitha Brown had made a video earlier today, and she was talking about how she's been having these spiritual gifts since she was a young girl. And, people call her crazy or whatever. And she was like, you can call me crazy or whatever. But she was saying that if God created everyone, spirit, whoever it is that created us, right? And if we have these spiritual gifts as kids, these supernatural gifts as kids, how did we get these gifts? They were already embedded inside of us, which means that the person that created us wanted us to use these gifts. So the thing Tabitha Brown was saying is you really have to learn how to be you, to really walk in your truth, to really be obedient, to use the spiritual gift that God gave you. Okay? The card that came out of the deck, y'all see this? It says follow your heart's desires and manifest the heck out of your life. And I feel like this card backdoes this card because I said that this is like a tree of life card and it has the key inside the tree. And the tree is holding the wand. So it's like you can use your magic wand to open the tree of life and have the life that you really want. You know, you can create the life that you really want. And this card says follow your heart's desires and manifest the heck out of your life. What do you truly desire? A lot of people have to really sit with themselves and figure out what is it that I really desire, not what my partner desires, not what my mother desires. What is it that I desire? What is it that I truly want for me to literally be happy, for me to literally feel like I'm accomplishing things in my life? Like, what do I want? Okay. I also feel like the collective needs to drink more water. Drink more water, okay? And I'm gonna say water that's in a glass as well because it tastes better. It has like I don't know, I can't explain it, but if you're a water person, you know what I'm talking about. I also feel like the ancestors are coming through tough during this Mercury retrograde. And why am I saying that? I have this perfume right here. This is my grandmother's perfume, and I put it on the other day, and it's usually like a little, a seldom smell, but I think I wore it the day before yesterday. I put it on, and I walked outside. My daughter was like, "Dang, what perfume do you have on?" And I was like, "Dang, do it smell good?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "It's my grandma perfume." And she was like, "It's very, very loud." And I was like, "For real?" And she was like, "Yeah." So I really feel like the ancestors are really coming through. They're showing up, letting you know that they are definitely around. So you possibly can be smelling an ancestor scent, be smelling their perfume, their cologne. Um, you could be possibly pulled to put on their hats, pulled to put on their jewelry that you possibly have, put on their rings, their necklaces. You are feeling a pull knowing that your ancestors are around. Okay, somebody is showing up and they are definitely trying to be seen. Okay. Um, I need to write down 33. I feel like somebody has been going crazy about somebody. Like they haven't been able to see you, haven't been able to be around you like they want, and they low key going crazy. Like they're low key going crazy, and you probably wouldn't even believe it, but I feel like somebody probably going crazy because they want to be up under you, but they can't be up under you. What do we need to know from this deck, Spirit? What we need to know? What do we need to know? Transformation. Look at this card. Out of all them shuffles, this one card came out. The transformation card, and she has on a green dress. So green, some people might be tapped into green, attracted to green, tuned into green, want to put on green nail polish, want to wear more green. Favorite color is becoming green, want to eat more green. But this is basically going through that transformation, which we are doing in February. People are crossing over. We are literally going through a collect the transformation in February right now. And then this Mercury retrograde is really pushing us further into that transformation that we are going through. Um, if you could see on the card, this woman, she has wings. So, like I said, people are gaining their wings, literally. People are probably, people in the collective could be coming out of the cocoon stage and actually starting to sprout their wings, their butterfly wings, actually starting to realize what track they need to be on, realize where they need to push forward towards. Um, some people probably have like a jewelry piece that goes on top of the third eye. Somebody probably have like a little locket. Because this is like a little locket. It look like it got like a little person on the top of it, actually. But yeah. Oh, and if you look at this right here, it looks like she holding on to a blanket. But if you really look at it, this is a face. This is a face, and this is like an ancestor, like an angel. She had Facebook, an angel. So it's like it looked like she's a fairy on top of the angel's back. So it's like your angel, your ancestors, your angels are carrying you through this transformation that you are going through right now. It's a 13 on this card, so somebody probably have a 13-year-old. Um, somebody's birthday is probably on the 13th. Somebody's probably been seeing the number 4 a lot lately. Somebody probably have 4 kids. Look at that. The next card that flipped out is New Beginnings. Transformation, New Beginning. Transformation, New Beginning. The transformation means that you have to let go of something for something new to come in. And then you walking into a new beginning with this new transformation that you just did. So some people might be getting new job offers, might be walking into a new career. Some people might be walking into a new relationship. If you are in a solid relationship, you might be walking into a new phase in your relationship. But new beginnings, new things are coming. Some people might be embarking on a new career, might be stepping into a new thing that they've been dreaming about, that they wanted, and it's actually time for you to get that new thing. So a lot of people are going to be walking into new beginnings, stepping into the first week of March, stepping into the first 2 weeks of March. Okay. Some people probably have like a little staff, something like that. Sounds about right so far. Thank you. Okay, Melissa. Um, she has on the skirt. Oh, some people might be wearing skirts, or but I'm laughing because I was just in the car, and I'm in Houston, so we was listening to the radio, and they was talking about how this lady when and got a pedicure, and she got on a skirt with no drawers on, right? And it reminded me because this lady got on the skirt and it's like loose at the bottom. And she was getting a pedicure, and the lady looked up and was like, "Ma'am, your lip is showing." And she was like, "We got the same thing, right?" So somebody might need to wear some panties. Okay, you may have a skirt and you might be going somewhere and it might be a little windy and you might not have no panties on. So this right here is your one to put you on some panties. Okay, because that might be you with this loose fitting skirt on. Um, but let's get back to walking into the new beginnings. Some people might be wearing bobs, like a bob style might be your favorite, baby. That's one of my favorite. Like when I get them locks into a bob, I feel like Cleopatra. Okay, so some people might be feeling like that's T when you see them 2 fingers. Okay, yeah. Um, yeah, and that's what it is. A lot of people are going to be stepping into new beginnings because they are confident in themselves. They know that they've been through this new beginning. They know that they've dropped a lot of bad habits. They know that they have transformed themselves. They know that they are walking in their divinity. And that's just what it is. Okay. Anything else for us in this deck, spirit? Y'all seen it? Choose wisely. Mm. Choose wisely. So as you can see, So as I said, that there are a lot of different opportunities coming. There are a lot of new beginnings coming. Spirit is saying so that since there are a lot of doors opening for you during this Mercury retrograde, you need to choose wisely. Choose wisely. Don't choose the easiest route. Don't choose the thing that's going to seem like, okay, yeah, this is going to be easier for me. Choose the thing that's more aligned with your soul. Choose the thing that's more aligned with that future person that you said that you want to be, with that future you that you said you want to be. Choose that path. Choose that path that's going to give you a little challenge. Okay? Choose that path. But Spirit is saying that, look, this person is sitting here with the hands, the person got the hands wide open. As you see, there's a different, is the hands are pointing to different ways. So you have all these different routes that you can take. The hands are open because it's yours to have. It's yours to choose. So choose wisely. Be real with yourself when you are making a choice on what you need to do. Because little do you know, you might feel like, okay, this is just a quick choice that I'm going to make right now. Whatever choices that you are making right now, these choices are going to um set you up for the next 6 months. These choices that you are making right now are going to set you up for what's going to happen in your life in the next 6 months. Because we in a 6 month cycle right now, okay? It's going to set you up for what's happening in the next 6 months. So make sure you are choosing wisely when you are making these next decisions that you're about to be making. Anything else from this deck? And then the cards coming out one by one. This card says financial and material change. Financial and material changes. So some people might be seeing 555. Um, Let me put that down on the numbers. I'm not even gonna go into the 555, but we go write that down. Some people have probably been seeing 555. It's a 5 on this card. If you see it's a green, green deals with the heart chakra, the healing, the transformations, um, that love energy. Then this is orange right here. Orange deals with the sacral chakra, your emotions, your desires, your fears. Then it goes to red. Red deals with your root chakra, you being stable, you being secure. Then it goes to purple. Purple deals with your intuition. It could also deal with your crown chakra, with you being connected. And then it goes to that blue. That blue deals with your throat chakra, with you being true to yourself. And it has rings on these fingers as well. So financial and material changes. So things are changing during this Mercury retrogrades financially and materially for people. People might be getting new cars, new homes, new jobs, like I said, new money. Okay. Things are changing. Things are moving. That's what I'm going to say. Things are happening for the better. Let's move to the self-care cards. Spirit, what does a collective need to do for themselves? Women, gloss them lips up. Keep your lips glossed. Put you on some lip gloss, some lipstick. Another thing, this is something that I noticed that I really like that women do. When they put that lip liner around their lips, you see how my lips have that natural lining around it, the natural dark line around my lips. Every woman don't have that. So when you put that lip line around, I wish I had mine so I could just put it on there so you could see. It brings out the lips. It brings out the beauty. You know what I'm saying? So if you go ahead and put that lip around and put that little gloss on, that little shine. Yes, women. I don't know who need to do that, but especially if you have big lips like me, gloss them things up, okay? What do the people need to know? Yes, you're ready for change, and I also feel like a lot of people in the collective have been ready for this change. You have been preparing for this change. You have been doing the work, and I feel like that is why these things are happening. A lot of people get scared and afraid when they see Mercury, when they hear that it's Mercury retrograde. But Mercury retrograde is also, it's really just a time for you to face what you need to face so you can really get to where you need to get to. You know what I'm saying? If you have not been doing the work. But it's also a good time for the people that have been already been doing the work to receive the fruits of their labor. Okay? So the first card that came out was 33. And I got the 33 written down on here. So people definitely have been saying 33. Somebody probably is 33 years old, just came from being 33 years old. It says make a vision board. Make a vision board. Since now you um have released a lot of different things, and now that you are a new person, now that you have been through this transformation, I think it's time for you to make a new vision board. Since now you know what this new person, what this new you wants. Make a vision board. What type of car does this person want? What type of things does this person want to do? She is doing yoga on here. She has I am healthy. I am wealthy. I believe in me. She has an eye on here. Listen to my heart. She has her hugging a friend. She has going on a trip on here. She has a plane on here. What is it that you want to do? Make a vision board. Post it on your wall so you can look at this thing every day you get up, and you can start making steps so you can actually bring these things into your reality. What else does the collective need to do for themselves? Spend time with family. And that's another thing that I have been doing a lot lately as well. And I've been feeling like I need to do more of as well, because my uncle passed, and me and uh, a few of our family members, we had met up at the hospital or whatever, and we had a moment. You know what I'm saying? It was a nice moment, a nice get together moment with the family. Um, so I feel like a lot of people in the collective should start. If you not during this Mercury retrograde, things are going to happen for you to have a better bond with your family, for you to spend more time with your family, for you to actually see that your family love you regardless of who you are, what you've done, or what you are currently doing. Okay, family love is like no other. Yes, your family might be cray cray. Yes, your family might not have all the puzzle pieces together. They might be missing a lot of the pieces to the puzzle, but they still your family. And you, when you spending time with them, it give you like a boost, like a reboot. Especially when you laughing and enjoying each other's presence, you get like a little a soul reboot to help you continue to push forward more. Okay, so I actually feel like it will be soothing for the collective to spend more time with their family members. What else, spirits? And it's a 23 on this card, so somebody have a 23-year-old, somebody's probably 23. These cards fell out and I didn't even see it. So it's probably something that's coming to you, or something that's probably already in front of you that you haven't even seen, that you are looking for. You probably looking for something and it's already in front of you. Spirit's like, baby, just be still. Just slow down and look around, and you will see that it's right there already. Okay. This card says connect with crystals. Um, I feel like during this Mercury retrograde, a lot of people are going to start noticing that crystals are helpful, that they actually can help in certain situations. If you know anything about hospitals they have like these little biomats. These biomats they lay on people to help them like gain. Um, they help their muscles gain strength and things like that. These biomats actually have amethyst stones inside of them. Those are crystals, amethyst crystals inside of them. So the hospitals and doctors and stuff, they know that crystals and stones help people because the energetically they help us. So a lot of people during this Mercury retrograde, I feel like are going to be getting into certain stones. They're going to be researching what stone can I use to help me with depression? What stone can I use to help me with self-love? What stone can I use to help me attract more money? What stone can I use to help protect me? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to start researching stones a lot, and that's a good thing. The next thing that came about out of the self-care cards, it says dream journal. Dream journal. Start to write down your dreams. Get you a little journal, leave it on the side of the bed. Get you a little pencil, a little pen, put it on the side of the bed. So as soon as you wake up, those little 5 seconds that you have, hurry up and jot it down. What was my dream about last night? Who was in your dream? What was in your dream? What were you doing in your dream? Write down the dates of the dream, because your dreams are trying to show you things. Your dreams are trying to give you clues of what can be happening. Like I told you, I've been having dreams and about certain things, and these people that I'm dreaming about is popping up in my wife's life. You know what I'm saying? Just popping up, and I'm like, I had a dream about such and such. Be aware, such and such might happen today, and then bam. Things like that. Okay, so that's all I have in the self-care deck. So that's actually all the cards I have. And we finna get into these numbers that I wrote down, though. Angel number bug. We're going to start with 444. If you've been seeing 444... Okay. So if you've been saying 444, it says your guardian angels want you to know that they are with you. Your prayers are being heard loud and clear. Have faith. Okay, I have another 444 in here as well. Okay, the second 444 says you are surrounded by 100,000 angels. Miracles are happening before your eyes. So be open to receiving. Okay. Um, 10:11. So you probably look up at the clock and it say 10:11, or it might be 111 on the clock, literally. So 111. Your thoughts and intentions are magnified at this time. Focus on what you love and not what you fear. I'm gonna do 101 as well, because you probably look at the clock and it's 101, but it's not 10:11. But some said 101, and I need to do 111. So 101 is for somebody. God is within and is listening closely to all of your prayers and intentions. So I don't know if y'all noticed, but when I said my prayer at the beginning, when I finished, I was like, Amen, Ashe, and I asked for my Ori and my ancestors to guide me during the readings. What is Ori? Ori is the crown, is head. And Ifa and different spiritualities, different spiritual things. Ori is the spiritual that walks with the mind, the spiritual that has control over my head. You can get certain readings to find out who your Ori is, or who, things like that. But I know who my Ori is. I know who my Ori is. And my Ori, she likes to keep her hair done. She likes gold. She likes to look good. Okay? Period. Point blank, period. When my hair is not done, my mind is not clear. My Ori is not happy. Okay, so that's another thing as well. It's good to know who walks with you spiritually. So, 111. It says, you are one with all that is. Know that all you are doing and giving is for the world and all the beings in it. That's for me. So, 1222. What, baby? 122. If you've been saying 122 or 1222, you are at a very important stage of your journey. So it's important for you to stay mindful and for you to stay present. For you to stay mindful and for you to stay present. Not look in the past. For you to stay mindful of the present, of what's going on right now. Not what happened back then, what's going on right now, okay? The next number, 33. So somebody definitely been seeing 33 because it kept coming up. 33. It says, Master Jesus and his angels are with you. This is a sacred time for growth and healing. This is a sacred time for growth and healing. Let me talk a little bit about the people that have people passing, because my uncle has passed. And we're going through some things. It seems like every time somebody passes, it's always a lot of chaos going on. And my family, we some fighters, like I said, you know what I'm saying? We some warriors. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to us protecting what's ours, we definitely get heated. We see nothing but red. You know what I'm saying? But I've also noticed that a lot of people in my family are grown, have grown. And I'm proud of my family. I'm proud of us breaking these chains that we have had in our lives, right? And it's okay to slip up. I'm gonna talk about that as well because I slipped up too. I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna be transparent with my people. So, the family we quick to pop off, but I've noticed that a lot of us are changing. So it's some things that have happened that are unfair, injustice to my family, dealing with my uncle's passing, and his daughter, his only child. She should be. Now I'm not gonna say she should be. A lot of people would be very, very angry, very, very furious if they were standing in her shoes during this time based off all the things that were happening to her. But one thing that my cousin said that made me so, so proud, that made me realize that our family is breaking these generational curses. She said, I'm going to give her, I don't even have to fight fire with fire with her. I'm going to let God fight this battle with her. I'm going to let God fight this battle with her. I'm going to just pray for her. I pray for her, but I'm going to let God handle this. I'm not going to get upset. I'm not going to get upset. I'm going to let God handle it. So some of y'all need to talk yourself down. I'm not going to get upset. I'm going to let God handle this. And I'm going to tell y'all, this same cousin stopped me and a few of my other cousins from going to jail. She did. Because some stuff happened. And this lady came and she was being a little disrespectful and stepping on little toes. And when one of me and my cousins, we took on that protective energy. We took on that pit bull energy. And we did not care where we were. We were right in front of the police station and did not care. Okay, and we was for to tear some things up. We was for to pop off. We was for to let that warrior energy, that Shango energy come up out of us. Okay, and that cousin came down and was like, "Nuh-uh, we ain't finna do this. We gonna let her leave. We too good for this. We gonna let her leave. We not gonna do this here. We not gonna do this." And I'm like, "Okay, you right, cousin. You right. You right." And I give the word to, you know what I'm saying, to do good, to do good, to do good. But sometimes you might slip up. There's that slipping up. Sometimes you might slip up, but don't beat yourself up for slipping up. Just correct yourself, get back on the right path, and keep moving forward, period. Because we all gonna slip up at some point. Okay, it's about learning. It's about knowing what we need to do and knowing what we don't need to do, period. Okay, get ourselves together, get back, calm down, woosah, back on track. Okay, you feel me? So let's get back to these angel numbers because I had to talk about that. 555. Let's talk. Look at that. I had to talk about that before we got into this change. Okay, Spirit, use me. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, 555. It says all of your efforts are now paying off. Know that the universe and your angels are supporting you in creating and living an abundant life. That's what I said. So you've been doing the work, baby. If you've been doing the work, no. If you've been changing, no. That they got you. Know that something good is coming for you. 555. All of your efforts are paying off. Abundance is yours to have, to live, and to experience. Open up your heart, your arms, and your mind to receive the blessings that are being offered to you now. That's why I said open up your heart, open up your mind. Because you never know who might be bringing this thing to you. I'm open to receiving, Spirit. God might send your enemy to bless you with something that you've been needing because this person have been doing wrong. You never know who God might send you to bless you with what you need. So be open to receiving. Be open to receiving. You feel me? Okay? That's all I gotta say. Just be open to receiving, y'all. Let's pull some of these cards. These are cards that I made myself. After this, we're going to get up off of here. Got to go pick my child up for work in a little bit. So I said I was going to get on here and chop it up with the people for an hour. And we did just that. I'm gonna try to get on here at least once a week. I've been doing just that. I've been doing good with the once a week. You know, feel me? All right, we got some that fell out. Ooh, Cancer. We have a Cancer. This card is red, so I feel like if you're a Cancer, you probably need to ground yourself. If you are a Cancer, you probably been a little emotional. Okay, I'm saying for the last couple days you've been saying 555 222. Let me get that. Let me hit that 222 for you real quick. 222. Your gifts are creating opportunities for you to expand. Be open to opportunities that will enable you to fulfill your purpose. Didn't I just say be open? Be open to opportunities. Be open. Cancer, be grounded. Evil eye. I feel like some people might have the evil eye on them. And every people don't necessarily try to put evil on you. You could be doing good. You could be living a happy life. And some people could be in their dark space in their life, and they could just be looking at you and hoping and wishing they could have the life that you live, and they could put some little evil eye on you. Y'all see my nails? I got the evil eye on my nails. Okay, so some of y'all probably want to get an evil eye talisman. Some of y'all might want to copy this, get you a little evil eye. Some of y'all might want to pray over yourself. Some of y'all might want to do that. Put y'all a little plant outside your front door, cover y'all house. Like I said, if you have any welcome mats outside your front door, take that shit from outside your door. I know the movie Sinners showed that, but this is real. This is real. Don't welcome any energy inside your house. Take that from out your house, from out your front door. What's on my front door, it says check your energy before you step in my shit. Literally, it says check your energy before you step in my shit. That's what my mat says in front of my house. Okay, evil eye, Taurus. I don't know if a Taurus might have an evil eye on you. I don't know if you've been getting into it with a Taurus, with a air sign. Some of y'all, I mean, with a not an air sign, with an earth sign. Some of y'all might be a Taurus. But this is a grounding energy, so that's the earth sign. That's that root. The sun. The sun. I don't know. Somebody might need to go sit in the sun. If somebody need to spend more time with their son, literally, somebody might spell sun sun instead of son. Um, yes, you could put bell. Yes, I'm glad you said that. Bells of protection on her door. Noise. I used to have bells that I used to wear around my ankles. Bells, noise keeps evil spirits away from you. They don't like noise. You say you a Libra. Yes. That's that air sign I'm talking about. That's what I don't know where that came from, girl, but yeah, okay, that's where it came from. Some people are going to be saying no respectfully. No, respectfully, and that's okay. And this card is yellow. That yellow deals with your solar places, with you taking your power back. Some people are realizing that, baby, I've been telling you yes, 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 but when I need something, I'm so a lot of people are going to be speaking up on this no and being really respectful with it, and that's okay. Look at this card, transform. Didn't I just say that we're going through a transformation? Okay, yes. Six. Some people might be wanting to get some people might be wanting to get their little in. But like I said, February is a very fertile month, a very sexual month. And I feel like this weekend might be very love making, very intimate. Okay, this weekend. Some people might be getting into astrology. Some people might be starting to look into their birth charts. I am a birth chart reader. I can help you. Y'all get into it. I've been realizing myself that I just want to have a spiritual shop. I just want to have a spiritual healing shop. I make oils, I make herbal products, I do readings, I do Reiki. I just need a facility for me to be in, for the people to come to me and get what they need. You feel me? Uh, Okay, so I know what it is, but astrology, some people might be looking more into the planets, might be trying to study more, might be trying to pay more attention to the planets, pay more attention, especially to the full moon and the new moons, paying attention to what's happening in their lives during the full moons and the new moons, okay? Trials and tribulations. I feel like people are getting through trials and tribulations. Why am I saying it? Because this is green on the top of this card, and it's dealing with that heart chakra, with you healing, with that transformation. So I feel like people are overcoming trials and tribulations. Smile. Just smile. Some people might be wondering, how can you still smile? How are you still smiling? Baby, because I'm blessed. So I'm going to just smile. That might be Kurt Franklin, might be somebody's favorite artist. Smile, literally, just smile. Looney Tunes. Somebody might be into the Looney Tunes. My favorite Looney Tune character was Tweety Bird, okay? But I feel like somebody that's that old school. I have been seeing a lot of Looney Tune clothes coming back. A lot of people wearing Bugs Bunny tags and things like that. Looney Tunes, it might be significant for somebody. Somebody might be seeing they have a hater. My middle school daughter just realized that she have a couple of haters. Okay, so some people haters might be showing up trying to step on your confidence. Why am I saying step on your confidence? Because this card is yellow. That deals with your solar plexus. That deals with your confidence. That deals with your willpower. So I feel like this hater is going to try to stop you, and you going to step on their toes. You going to let them know, baby, yeah, this not the time. Don't play with me. So a lot of people gonna be putting some people in their place. I also feel like that a lot of people might be saying yes to something this weekend. Yes to something that you've been wanting to do. Probably yes to a trip. Probably yes to going on a date. Probably yes to spending some time with somebody. But somebody's definitely gonna be saying yes this weekend, and you gonna be happy for it. And the last card that came out was wish granted, and it's red. This I feel like this wish granted, this wish that's going to come forth for somebody is going to be dealing with you being secure, dealing with you being stable. So this could be dealing with a job, this can be dealing with your finances. I don't know. This could be dealing with a relationship, but whatever this wish is that's about to be granted for whoever this is in collective, it is definitely going to bring you some type of stability. Okay, that's what I feel. And on the bottom of the deck, it says get to know you. So somebody is wanting to get to know you that could possibly be dealing with this wish granted. Okay, but that's all that I have for y'all today. I love y'all. And I really, really appreciate y'all for tapping in and tuning in with me, especially my Facebook people. I really, really, really appreciate y'all. So y'all just really gave me confirmation that I do need to be tapping in with my Facebook people more. But I love y'all, and I pray that y'all all receive everything y'all needed from this today. Until next time, peace.